All right. It says we're up. So I wanted to answer a question. I get questions emailed to me. I get them DM to me on Discord and stuff all the time. And I've been putting together some of the most common ones and also some of the recent ones or some of the ones I actually got before years ago and never answered. So put them all together. I'm going to be going through them. And I thought it'd be an easy way to test stuff, start uploading videos for you guys, and show you guys that I'm here to help and that you can ask questions and I'll be can be using them for content, putting it up for you guys. So this one is from Arnold. It says, "What's your opinion on going out alone? Should guys do it? Do you have less status in the club? Do girls think you're a creep? I'm 30 years old and most of my friends are settling down. I don't have anyone to go with. I tend to stay home most weekends nowadays. I live in a city, blah, blah. I'm usually afraid. Any advice is appreciated. Thanks, man." So this is a variation too about going out alone. What do you do if you don't have a wing? How do you find a wing? So I wanted to kind of put all that together, but this is what inspired me with Arnold. So you can go out alone. It's totally fine. I don't like going to well, I shouldn't say going present tense because I'm married now and I'm retired PUA. But when I was going full steam with this stuff, I'd go out by myself. I lived in downtown Phoenix. I was always thinking multiple steps ahead. So when I moved back to Arizona from California after I was done living out there, I like yelped the areas of all the cool stuff and I made sure I lived near that. I moved up to Flagstaff and I was up there with an ex-girlfriend and we broke up. And then when I was single, I moved downtown. So I just lived down there anyway. So it makes it real easy for you just to get out of your house, walk around, explore, check things out. Also, if you're going on a date, quite a few times you go on a date, it doesn't go well. I've gone on a date once where I was all dressed up, looking good, excited to go on the date. As I'm talking to the girl, first off, when I first said hello and hugged her hello, she smelled like cigarette smoke. So that was a huge turnoff. And then later in the conversation, she mentioned her ex, or well, she mentioned her husband and didn't refer to him as their ex, even though on her profile she said they were divorced. And then I asked on the second or third time, I was like, "Hey, you mentioned husband a few times. Is that like a mistake because you're not used to saying it?" Or and she's like, "Well, we're not technically divorced yet." And I was like, "Well, you guys separated?" "Well, kind of." And I was like, "You know what? I don't need some crazy guy coming after me. Let's end this." I feel like that was dishonest and we ended right there. But anyways, I'm already looking good. I'm dressed up, looking good, feeling good, smelling good. So on the way home, I just took the long way home and circled around and there's bars and clubs and I just popped in and checked them out. And then the excuse while you're out on your own is you had a date. If it comes up, it only comes up if you really want it to. Or if you're really talking to someone and then she's like, "Oh, who are you here with?" And then you can say whatever you want. But I always like being honest. So I'd go, "Oh no, I just moved downtown. I was kind of checking places out and I was sick of staying home. I was staying in most weekends and just felt like I needed to get out of the house." There you go. That's the route. That's all you got to do. Because that conveys confidence that you can go out and do those things. Also, um, if you open a set beforehand, if you talk to people beforehand, she doesn't know that you're there by yourself. She saw that you talking to those people, and her mind, she could be thinking they're your friends. And you could also get to know the staff, and now you got some friends that work there. So there's lots of ways of doing it. So you could totally go out by yourself. I just generally don't go to loud, crazy places at all because I don't enjoy them. Also, I'm hearing impaired. And going out with a wing, without a wing, it didn't matter. But any place I go to that I like to have fun at, that I feel comfortable at and with, which took a while, I could go there by myself. I can go there with people. I can go there with friends. I can go there with a group. Doesn't matter. So that's confidence and ability that you should build up. And then how do you find a wing? Because sometimes having a wing makes it easier. I know it did for me when I first started out, mostly because we pushed each other. And then there was like a friendly rivalry. I was like, "Oh, how many sets are you going to open tonight?" And he goes, 10. I go, "Cool. I'm going to do 11. I'm going first." Or I can't open a set till he opens a set. And you guys kind of do that. That would help out too. Really, it's super hard finding a wing, like a legit wing, because most people, even now, aren't into this stuff as much. Years ago, you could find people on the forums a little bit easier, but even then, most of them are just random people that have never trained with anyone, never gone to a seminar, don't really know any of the wing rules. They're just on the forum. "Hey, I'm looking for someone to go out with," and you go out with them, and they're weirdos. I had that happen a whole bunch of times. That's actually where our very first like boot camp ever came from. Is my old wingman and we went out with some people we met on a forum, on the old Arizona forum, and we thought it'd be cool to have a group with us, and they all just sucked. And so we actually realized we had to train them just so they could hang out with us and not bring us down, not DLV us. So that was our very first seminar, was just trying to train some wings to go out with us. Anyways, yeah, getting on the forums. There's still some out there. I got a Discord, but they're just not as active. And really, it's, you could just day game, live in life online. Like, you don't even need a wing. I've never met a girl that I really, really connected with at a bar or club. I might have met some that I had some short-term fun with or had some excitement or something with, but no one that I really ever connected with. So that's a big lesson right there, which, if you're not a club guy, if you're not a guy who goes out to clubs and bars in the first place, and then you meet a girl out at one of those places, then it's going to come off as weird to her when you don't want to keep going out to those places. She's like, wait, I met you there. Don't you like going out? Let's go out tonight. Let's have fun. And you're like, I don't like doing that. Like, so that could actually throw things off. So I always just recommend for everyone the Kanye West quote that I put on the blog years ago. I'm dope and I do dope shit. If you're not dope yet, you got to start doing dope shit and being dope so you can level up, and then just meet people along the way. And then if you're at the grocery store after work one day and you see a hot girl, and actually this is what I used to do with like magic tricks, because I used magic all the time. And I remember I was at the mall and I saw this really hot girl there, and I was like, shit, where's I don't have my deck of cards. And that's when I realized, oh shit, that's a crutch. Yeah, I can't use crutches anymore. So alcohol, a wing, magic tricks, social proof in my one bar. Oh, if I go here, I know everyone, that I can get a girl. Anything like that, like, that's a crutch. I should be able to get a girl. Well, I did this. I was in LA. I woke up just before lunch. I was hungover, tired, hadn't showered, didn't fix my hair, didn't brush my teeth. Round the corner is the Subway. So that was like the only thing I could think of that was close by. I was just getting ready to hit lunchtime. I lived on the edge of downtown, and I was like, fuck, I better get there right now. Otherwise, it's going to be busy. So I raced there, got in line. Hot chick walks in. Every guy checks her out. I hit on her. And I can tell the story later. So it's a pretty good story. But I ended up getting her number before we leave. And so in line at Subway, stinky, hair messed up, didn't brush my teeth, like smoking hot chick, where when she walked in, like every guy there turned and looked at her. And that's what got me to go for it. Because I was like, all right, I got to show these suckers how it's done. Like I said, if you guys want, ask me, I'll tell the story later. But that really is like my mindset with this stuff of like, I can't get a girl in that situation, then I don't deserve her. So go do your thing, live your life, and be dope, do dope shit, and meet some dope chicks along the way. Then don't be creepy, be able to have a cool conversation. Don't be dishonest, and understand the triangular theory of love: passion, intimacy, commitment. Passion, intimacy. That's what you got to start out with. And try to build a connection and have some fun. That's what I would do. All right. Any other questions you guys want, just post them as comments. Shoot them to me. My email's on my profile. The Bravohood is the website, bravohood.com, thebravohood.com. And we have a Discord. You can post it on there. So tons of ways. Facebook, all this stuff. Just look up my name. And anyone has questions they want to ask answered, just ask away. Later, guys.